I too have spent 4 years addressing the same issue. I have asked over and over again, the board members that are still here, Bob, you are on the planning board, I really appreciate the approach that this board is taking right now. But we do have to continue to look at the pattern that has gone on in this town for years. And with the board members, there are still board members in place that were in place last year. Not just talking about the town board, the planning board and the zoning board. There are serious things that have gone on. There are residents in this room right now that have spoken out over and over and over again, approached individuals, one-on-one, in groups, not in the public eye, and in the public eye, of public hearings. We've gone on record about the financial state that we were grievously concerned about. What Eileen is saying is something that no one sitting here hasn't heard before. Teddy wasn't on the board, but we were in discussions. I repeatedly, as other people have brought up, the issue of liaisons. This is to applaud you for appointing new liaisons to the planning, zoning, and building departments. But the bottom line is that if we don't have due diligence on a regular basis, I can say personally, dozens of planning and zoning board meetings that I attended, it was extremely rare to see a board member there, particularly the liaisons, and we begged the liaisons to go and see for themselves, not just what we were reporting. So I'm going to ask, what is the plan? And I see that Teddy and Robert, who is in here tonight, are the liaisons. But what is the plan for the liaison? How will that work? I know how I think it should work, but how will that work as far as bringing the information not only back to the board, but to the public?
Go ahead, Ted, you're one of the liaisons. I have to tell you that I've been chased out of several planning board meetings because that made 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, Eileen, help me out.
I believe, Bob, I think that
we're
needs
going
to
to
be.
We're going to start with the simple. If you speak with Eileen, I think you're going to find that in regards to the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals, it's more often than not that somebody has to remove themselves from the room because otherwise we have a quorum. The presence is definitely there. In the discussion after the last planning board meeting, I think that you can back me up on the comment made by the gentleman of the third party, that there is in fact a palpable difference in what goes on in that room. And I would suggest that what you do is that you come to a meeting and check it out.
I will. I'm back from Florida.
Got one next Tuesday. You got a ZBA meeting on Thursday. Quite a bit has changed. We've added on an additional attorney. The ZBA now has their own attorney. And it's just, we're working in fact on changing the structure of how we do things. Part and parcel would be what we did with the logging permits. Find the hole, put your finger in it, fix the hole permanently, find another hole. So what we're doing is we're not just going back and finding where the slip-ups were, where the incidents happened, where something was overlooked. We're finding them, we're rectifying that situation, and we're going forward and we're trying to better the situation so that it doesn't happen again. And it's an ongoing thing. And it seems to be going at an excruciatingly slow pace, but it's moving.
That's great. The other thing I wanted to, thank you, Teddy. So either you or someone will be in attendance to sort of, to monitor what's going on and to give feedback.
We're here all the time.
We're the night shift.
Okay, I got it. I used to work 16 hours, and I'm taking a break from that. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is the idea of, I'm seeing in the reorg, which had been discussed from what I remember, and that is the monthly report by the secretary from the planning and ZBA, and that the chairs of those boards have to review. How is that going? The fee permits.
We're working on restructuring it so it's more readily available. This is not something that at the drop of a hat is going to happen.
Sure.
This is a Goliath undertaking. It's a soup to nuts rethinking of what was done, and in a lot of respects, it's rethinking what the position of the town board members are. And because of that comptroller's report, the position of the town board member has changed to a great extent. And one of those extents is, in fact, we're accountants. When we did the, much happiness of Richard Stoloff, you haven't been here to see me go through these yet, through the abstracts yet. But all of these abstracts, wherever you're seeing that highlighter on the abstract, and you know, you get back into the back here, it's page after page after page, you're going to find